Alright, so our next problem is n over 3n plus 6 minus 5 over 5n plus 10 is equal to 2 over 5. So the first step is to find the LCD, and so let me go ahead and find the LCD on a different page. Over here, let's go and factor that denominator first. So it's going to be factor out the 3, and I get n plus 2 as my first denominator. And then on the second denominator, I'm going to factor out the 5, and I get n plus 2 as well. And then my last denominator is a 5. So what's the lowest common denominator? It's going to be 3 times n plus 2 times 5, right? That includes all of my different denominators here, all the factors of the denominators. So it's going to be 3 times 5 times n plus 2. Okay. And why is it the lowest common denominator? Because here the first denominator of the rightmost term is here. The denominator of the second term is here and here. And then the denominator of the first term is here and there, right? So we have them all. Okay, so that's my LCD. So now what do I need to do? Now I need to multiply the left side of the equal sign by the LCD, and I need to multiply the right side by the LCD. I'm going to write smaller, and I'm going to use 2 columns so I can fit everything on the page. All right. So what do I have here? So my LCD is 3 times 5 is 15, parentheses, n plus 2. So I'm going to do 15, parentheses, n plus 2, times n over 3n plus 6 minus n over 5n plus 10, parentheses, is equal to 2 over 5 times 15 n plus 2. So I'm multiplying the left side by 15 times n plus 2, and I'm multiplying the right side by 15 times n plus 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and now distribute out this way and that way. So what we're going to get is 15n times n plus 2 over 3n plus 6 minus 15n times n plus 2 over 5n plus 10 is equal to, now here is going to be 2 times 15, so it's going to be 30 times n plus 2 over 5. Alright, so now we can go ahead and factor out in the denominator a 3. So let me go ahead and rewrite that. 15n times n plus 2 over 3 times n plus 2 minus, and I can factor out a 5 out of the denominator there, so I get 15n times n plus 2 over 5 times n plus 2 is equal to, and then on this side I'm going to factor out that 30 to 6 times 5 times n plus 2 over 5. Why do I want to do that? So I can cancel out my 5s here, right? Okay, so now what can we do? Well, the numerator here has a 15, so that's 3 times 5. And down here I have a 3, so I can cancel out the 3's there, leaving just a 5 in the numerator, right? And then my n plus 2's cancel out as well, right? So this first term turns into 5n. Now the second term, we have a 5 and a 15 and a 5, so this, the greatest common factor is 5, so I could divide 15 by 5, that's going to be 3. And the 5 in the denominator goes away, right? So it's 3n, and then the n plus 2's cancel out. And now over here, what can I cancel out? It's the 5's, right? So then it's going to equal to 6 times n plus 2, like so. Alright, so this is looking into an equation I can actually solve, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and write up here, I'm going to say 5n minus 3 is equal to 6n plus 12. I distributed out my 6. And now I am going to add my 3 to both sides. And I'll subtract my 6n from both sides, just to save some time. And so what do I get? I get negative n is equal to 15. Divide by negative 1 on both sides, and I get n is equal to negative 15. Alright, so that's my final answer there. N is equal to negative 15.